Krishna. In Srimad Bhagavatam, Srila Shukadeva Goswami narrates the pastime of Krishna slaying Shankachuda as follows. On a beautiful full moon night of Holi, Krishna and Balaram were playing with the beautiful young girls of Braja. The moon was shining. Cool breeze was blowing, bearing the aroma of mallika flowers. In such intoxicating atmosphere, Krishna and Balaram began to sing very melodiously. The gopis became so absorbed in their rhythmical song of them that they almost forgot themselves. Their hair loosened, their clothes slackened, and their garlands began to fall to the ground. While Krishna and Balaram and the girls were so much absorbed, a demoniac associate of the treasurer of the heavenly planet Kubera appeared there. On his head there was a valuable jewel resembling a conch shell, and for this reason he was called as Shankachuda. Looking at the beautiful girls, Shankachuda wanted to enjoy their company. He considered Krishna and Balaram as two ordinary cowherd boys. Despite their presence, he commanded the girls as if he was their lord. He shamelessly started frightening and driving the girls toward the north. The girls began to cry out to their lords, "Oh Krishna! Oh Rama!" for their protection. Both the brothers immediately took up the logs of shala trees and began to follow them. Quickly they reached Shankachuda. Seeing the two powerful brothers like personified forces of time and death, Shankachuda left the gopis and ran for his life. But Krishna kept chasing him. He wanted to take the jewel from the head of the demon, because of which he was so puffed up. He entrusted the fatigued gopis in the care of Balaram and followed Shankachuda. The mighty lord immediately overtook Shankachuda from a great distance as if he was very close to him. He struck Shankachuda's head with his fist and killed him. The lord then removed his crest jewel and returned. In the presence of all the damsels of Braja, he presented the valuable jewel to his elder brother Balaram with great satisfaction. However, Srila Rupa Goswami, with his brilliant inspiration, has rendered this story in a slightly different but beautiful way in the second act of his drama Lalita Madhava. He gives some interesting details about Krishna's pastime of killing the demon Shankachuda, which are not mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. In this story, Kamsa sent the wicked Yaksha Shankachuda to kidnap Radharani since he wanted to marry her. Radharani has left for the temple for sun god worship. Purnamasi and Vrinda are extremely concerned about the protection of Radharani. Krishna goes in the guise of a Brahmana along with Madhumangal to carry out the worship of the sun god, to be in transcendental association of Radharani. Somehow, the friends along with Krishna manage to separate Radharani from her mother-in-law. Now, when Krishna and Radharani are about to have their transcendental loving pastimes in the forest grove, the demon Shankachuda enters the grove to kidnap Radha. Meanwhile, Radha's maternal grandmother Mukhara also arrives there in search of Radha. She starts to chastise Krishna and Krishna quickly hides away. Shankhchuda grabs Radharani and forcefully starts taking her away. All the gopis cry out for Krishna. Hearing the calling of the gopis, the supreme protector Krishna slays the wicked demon and takes his jewel. He presents this glorious jewel to his beloved brother Balaram, who in turn presents it to Radharani. Here is Purnamasi, who is Yogamaya Shakti of the Lord. She arranges the most enchanting and elevated pastimes of Lord with Radharani for their pleasure. She is grandmother of Madhumangal and mother of Sandipani Muni. Vrinda Devi is Leela Shakti or pastime potency of the Lord. Under the instructions of Purnamasi, she makes all arrangements for the union of Radha and Krishna in the enchanting forest of Vrindavan. She supervises Krishna's pastimes with her parrots, which fly past and relay to her what is going on. Here comes Kundalata. This beautiful gopi is the wife of Krishna's elder cousin. She is always eager to assist in the transcendental pastimes of Sri Krishna with Srimati Radhika. Jatila, she is the mother of Abhimanyu, who is so-called husband of Radharani. She, along with her daughter Kutila, will always try to keep Krishna away from Srimati Radharani through different plans to facilitate the Parakiya Rasa or the paramour love. Madhumangal is an intimate friend of Krishna. He serves Krishna by making Krishna laugh through his funny jokes. He plays a part of a greedy Brahmana who likes to eat sweets. Shankhchuda, he is a Yaksha demon who desired to kidnap Radharani. According to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the desire for gaining fame and sense gratification through bhakti is Shankhchuda.
Mukara is Radharani's maternal grandmother who is nearly blind. She rebukes Krishna for unnecessary harassment of Radharani and considers him to be a debauchee.
Krishna, Radha, and Balaram.
Oh Krishna, my heart is burning like fiery torches. It's filled with so much anguish. Where is Vrinda? Vrinda? Oh Vrinda! Oh Queen of Vrindavana forest, where are you? Vrinda!
Oh no, Purnamasi, why do you look so unhappy?
Oh Vrinda, Uddhava has just come from Mathura. He told me that Kansa had called Kesi and Aristasura. He sent them to Vrindavana to investigate the matter of Putana's death. He told them a small boy has killed Putana and he is a cause of great misfortune to him. Kesi, he described glories of our Radharani and Krishna to Kansa, and then Kansa decided to invade Gokula to obtain our Radharani. And Aristasura, he suggested Kansa to marry Radharani. And Kansa, he sent his wicked friend Shankhchuda to kidnap our Radharani.
Oh no, our Radharani is the queen of all virtues. If she is kidnapped, it will bring extreme pain to the entire world.
Oh noble Purnamasi, I have seen a great wonder at Govardhan Mala's house. I saw the brilliantly shining sun god.
Oh noble Purnamasi, see, because of Radharani's constant worship and her father, Maharaj Vrishabhanu's friendship with the sun god, he himself has come to protect her.
No, he's not sun god. He must be that Yaksha sent by Kamsa.
But how is this possible? The person was so effulgent that his light was blinding everyone.
No, it's not his natural effulgence. It's that jewel on his crown.
sun god. You must stop her.
But she left long ago.
Oh no! You go get Krishna to Radha's side and I will go get Balaram.
Oh, good. I can see Radha with Lalita and Jatila. Oh, heart, don't be restless. You will not see your beloved here. Oh, Radha, it is very auspicious that you have met me this morning.
Oh, restless girl, don't say Radha Radha. Krishna will hear and he will immediately come over here.
You're right, oh noble lady.
Lalita, I will go anoint Sun God's temple. You please bring Radha.
Kundalata, where is your cousin? Where is he enjoying his pastimes? Oh, greedy girl, day and night you enjoy transcendental pastimes with him, and yet you long to see him again? Please be kind and tell me how my eyes will get to drink the moonlight nectar of Krishna. What is the use of talking to a girl who's chasing another man? Oh, noble Jatila, why did you not arrange a brahmana to perform this worship ceremony?
Yeah, kindly please go and fetch an expert Brahmana.
As you please.
Look, Radha, Jatila has set up the temple of the sun god. Let's pay our obeisances.
Oh, Surya Narayan, please grant my desire.
Srimati Radharani is the Ganges in which the elephant of my mind enjoys its pastimes. She is the dazzling ornament, the bright and beautiful arrangement of stars on the border of the sky of my chest.
Oh, dear friends, who is this fearless young man who is as bright as a lightning cloud wandering through the sky like a maddened elephant in his pastimes? By his glances, he is plundering my heart. The only atonement for this great sin for me is to enter a blazing fire.
Oh, Radha, he has the exact same complexion as Krishna. That must be very bewildering for you.
My friend, this person must be Krishna disguised as a brahmana. Otherwise, why would my heart melt with love?
Yes, this is Krishna. Oh, noble Jatila, look, here are two brahmanas learned in the scriptures.
Oh, Jatila, I am expert in the worship of the sun god. But first, you must pay my fees with lots of laddus.
Oh, fickle Brahmana, you are Krishna's friend. Go away. This dark complexion, handsome brahmachari will direct my girl's worship.
Oh, elderly Gopi, this wicked Gopa is notorious in the city. We must throw him out.
Oh, noble boy, please offer Argha water to Sun God.
Oh, beautiful, auspicious girl, what is your name?
Don't talk to her this way.
Indeed, she is a very chaste girl. Her devotion to her husband is very famous.
Yes, the reputation of whole Gokula is just preserved by my girl only.
Chaste girl, take a copper bowl and I shall chant a mantra. Oh, worshipable sun god, I humbly worship you. Oh, moving eye that nourishes those beneath you, please grant the treasure of your bending sidelong glance to this poor, poor person. I accept my humble obeisances to you.
Kundalata? Kundalata? What kind of mantra is this? I have never heard it before.
Oh, elderly lady, you are considered intelligent among the cowherd women. You may know the Riri songs of the Gopis, but what do you know about our Vedas? This mantra brings auspiciousness to young girls, and it is found in the 3rd chapter of the Gosume Savisakha of the Veda.
Oh, okay, whatever, be it. But chant the sun god's mantra very nicely so that my son becomes the owner of the millions of cows.
Oh, fortunate girl, now that you have worshipped the deity, Please offer Argya water and red sumana flowers to the shining sun planet in the sky. Jatila Devi, we have recited all the mantras. Now you should give some delicious laddus to the priest. Oh, hungry talkative brahmachari, stop! Oh, elderly lady, I don't need anything. The friendship of the residents of Gokul is sufficient payment for me.
You are such a nice Brahmana. Please come to my house. I will make you a delicious feast and I will give you my jeweled ring also.
Very good. Since you are so generously offering us this feast, I bless you that you will become the mother of many, many sons.
What?
You please go feed this hungry brahmachari. I will go to Purnamasi now to tell her what my spiritual master has told me.
And what is that?
Your beloved Radha is in great danger of being filled with doubt. Now, she must chant demon-killing mantras under a kalpataru tree.
Oh, what will we do now?
Oh, by good fortune, there's a kalpataru tree nearby. You please go feed this brahmachari, and we will wait here and keep an eye on this disciple of Garga.
Okay, but please bring Radha soon.
Oh, Radha! I have fulfilled your request now. If you'd like, you may reward me for my service.
Gundalata, what request?
Radha, I was talking about your successful worship to the sun god.
Krishna,
Oh, Krishna.
where are you?
It is so hard.
When you're so far away,
We tried so hard to look for the cows.
but couldn't find them.
Please come and help us.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, dear Lalita, while I'm gone, please have Radha sit on her jeweled throne.
Okay, go and come quickly. Oh, Gundalata, I am getting so anxious. The sun has almost set, and my family must be suspicious of what I am doing. I'm an honest girl, and your friend is fickle and friendly to all the gopis. I humbly beg you to not take me to this secluded place. Oh, my dear Radha, your vow of chastity will not ever break, and we all know this. So why do you care about what others think?
Singing her hunter's music and spreading the net of her loving glances, the doe-eyed Radha has trapped the deer of my heart.
Oh, my dear Krishna, you're back. Now please place Radha on this jeweled throne. Oh, Poe, stop the tinkling of your Shankajuda bracelet, or someone will hear us. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
the girl sitting on the jeweled throne is exactly the same as described by Govardhan Mala. And this is my chance to accomplish my task.
Princess Gokula, it's not proper for respectable girls and for the best of men such as you.
Radha! Oh, granddaughter Radha! Where are you? Where have you gone for such a long time?
Kundalata, why is Mukhar complaining?
Oh, Krishna, please enjoy your pastimes and don't care about these complaining old ladies.
Oh, great misfortune. Why this Kalpalata creeper has abandoned the sandalwood tree to rest on this castor oil plant? Oh, doe-eyed Radha, you have become a pet doe of this crest jewel of devotees.
You are right, O Mukhara. Krishna is making fun of us.
Huh? Oh, Krishna, this is not good. Stop doing this to these beautiful girls.
Oh, this old lady is very harsh. I have to hide.
Huh? Where? Why? Where did he go? Where? Vishaka, go and chase him. Go.
Krishna, why are you fleeing? Why are you fleeing?
Oh, okay. Don't worry. I will chase that rascal and I will find him from wherever he flees. Oh, Krishna! Oh, Krishna! Where are you? Today I am going to find you. Oh, dangerous snake. I am going to catch you today.
How will this almost blind old lady find me in the darkness of this forest grove?
Huh? What? Oh, it's so dark in here. I can't even see anything. But don't worry. I will not spare you today and I will certainly grab you. Oh.
She just saw an illusion.
Oh. I have got you now. I can see your shadow. Oh, rascal. Purnamasi told me the right thing. That you can assume any form. Like Narsimhadev, Varahadev, and now you have assumed the form of a demon,
Seems I just escaped from the eyes of that boy
Huh?
who seemed to be the greatest of all the powerful heroes.
Mukra, save us! Save us! Oh, Krishna, that's not proper. Stop doing this to my beautiful girls.
Mukhara, that's not Krishna in disguise. It's a demon.
Krishna! Oh,
This
Krishna!
is the time to please my friend Kamsa. I'm going to grab this lotus-looking girl by her hair and drag her away.
Oh, dear Radha, I brought you to this beautiful Vrindavan forest to enjoy with you. But cruel fate, in the form of this wicked demon Shankachura, has carried you away. Don't worry, I'm coming to save you.
Oh, dear Krishna! May victory be yours! May victory be yours!
Oh, wicked demon, you've committed a grave offense against Radha. Death is now chasing you, and no one will be able to save you.
Seeing Krishna coming fast behind him, Shankachuda put Srimati Radharani aside and turned to fight with him. A fierce fight begins. Seeing young Krishna fighting with the fierce and gigantic demons, the Vrajavasis began lamenting.
Oh, Brajavasis, do not fear. Krishna will soon extinguish the spark of his demon.
With the strength of his arms, powerful Krishna attacked the hideous Shankachuda demon. Shankachuda with millions of blows and then took the jewel from his crown.
विद्याधरोरगैः सेव्यमानं सदा चारुकोटि सूर्यसमप्रभम् ध्यायेन्नारायणं देवं चतुर्वर्गफलप्रदम् जय कृष्ण जगन्नाथ जय सर्वाधिनायक जय शेष जगद्वन्द्य पादाम्बुजे नमस्तुते जय कृष्ण जगन्नाथ जय सर्वाधिनायक जय शेष जगद्वन्द्य पादाम्बुजे नमस्तुते.
Oh Krishna, by taking his jewel away, you have taken his life breath away and protected all your beloved devotees.
Look! Balram and all of Krishna's friends are coming.
Oh Krishna, you saved our beloved Radha.
Sad Yashoda, you threw the arrow of suffering from my heart. Dear brother Balram, look at this jewel that I got off of the crown of the wicked demon Shankachura.
Radha, please accept this regal jewel. This jewel is better than the Kostuma jewel. It is only proper that it be placed on Radharani's necklace. Come everyone, let's go tell our parents about Krishna's great victory over this wicked demon Shankachura.
Krishna Balaram!